Gross margin return on investment, or commonly referred to as GMROI, is a financial metric that measures the profitability of a retailer's inventory investments. It is calculated by dividing the gross margin of a product by its average cost of goods sold, or COGS. A high GMROI indicates that a product is generating a high return on investment, while a low GMROI indicates that a product is not generating enough profit to cover its costs. Retailers can use OpSuite's various GMROI reports to identify products that are performing well and those that are not, and, armed with that information, they can make informed decisions about how to manage their inventory. OpSuite can provide 3 best practices that will immediately help your nursery and garden center improve your GMROI. Identify the products that have the highest profit margins and focus on marketing and promoting those items. Track your inventory levels closely and make sure you are not overstocking or understocking items by watching OpSuite's turnover video. Finally, a nursery should start focusing on reducing shrinkage by performing frequent physical and digital inventory audits to reduce the amount of inventory that is lost to theft, damage, or spoilage. Nurseries that have low shrinkage rates tend to have higher GMROIs. There are several key ways that GMROI can improve revenues for a retailer, such as inventory optimization, informed pricing decisions, benchmarking, and performance tracking. GMROI highlights OpSuite departments with the highest returns, allowing retailers to focus on stocking and promoting those items. Uncovering underperforming items pinpoints products that are tying up capital without generating sufficient profit, suggesting potential discontinuation or adjustments. By maximizing returns on inventory investments, GMROI can free up working capital and improve overall cash flow for the business. GMROI reveals a better understanding of how much profit different products generate per dollar invested in inventory, guiding informed pricing strategies such as seasonal pricing, competitive pricing, customer loyalty pricing, or other promotional pricing. Evaluating price changes helps determine the impact of price adjustments on profitability, allowing retailers to find the optimal price point for each product. Retailers can track changes in GMROI over time to evaluate the effectiveness of inventory management strategies and business decisions during high and low seasons. Subsequently, they can compare their GMROI to industry benchmarks to identify areas for improvement and to stay competitive. The average GMROI for nurseries and garden centers is 1.5 to 2.0, suggesting that for every dollar invested in inventory, a nursery can expect to generate $1.50 to $2 in gross profit. Be advised that GMROI can vary significantly from one nursery to another, depending on a number of factors including the type of products sold and the efficiency of the retailer's operations. Nurseries that sell high-margin items, such as trees and shrubs, tend to have higher GMROIs than nurseries that sell lower-margin items, such as annuals and perennials. Let's discuss some tips and highly recommended best practices for using GMROI to improve your store operations. For tip number 1, your nursery and garden center needs to be tracking GMROI for individual products and categories, as it will help you identify the most and least profitable products. Analyzing the GMROI performance of individual items within a department will allow the retailer to make informed decisions about which items to keep because of a high GMROI, and correspondingly which to eliminate. These actions can help retailers reduce inventory costs, improve product turnover, and increase profitability. Our second tip is to use GMROI data to help maximize your profits and reduce your waste. Retailers can leverage OpSuite's reporting technology to analyze sales data to make informed decisions about seasonal effects on pricing, promotions, and product assortment. Furthermore, retailers should prioritize promotional marketing for products with high GMROI, as this focus ensures the most profitable use of marketing resources. Our third tip is that retailers should also take a holistic approach with GMROI. For instance, retailers can create a product assortment or kit, in OpSuite vernacular, that combine items with low GMROI with high demand items with high GMROI. In addition, retailers may decide to stock a certain product that is popular with customers, even if it has a lower GMROI, in order to drive store traffic and generate additional sales. A study by Accenture found that retailers with a GMROI of 3 or higher were 30% more profitable than those with a GMROI of 2 or lower. Meanwhile, a similar study by Deloitte found that retailers with a GMROI greater than 3 demonstrated a 43% turnover improvement when compared with those with a GMROI below 2. These statistics show that GMROI is a key metric for retailers to track and improve. By optimizing their GMROI with OpSuite's reports, retailers can increase profitability, reduce inventory costs, and improve their overall financial performance.